Well, my friends, in terms of how off seasons could go, this has most certainly been one. Welcome back to another episode of South by Sudvest. We are ready to start season number 3, and we've made some moves, but not quite what I wanted. We'll get to it. Lucas Pinkert, though, was the first man out the door. We finally found ourselves a buyer. We actually had an offer in on him for $145,000 with Victoria Köln, and he could not come to an agreement with them, so we had to ship him back out. $115,000, ultimately, on paper, a decent player. He pissed me off, and he was making way too much money. Now, if you'll see, this is on last year's transfers, because we technically did that before the transfer window was open, sending him out really as early as possible. The only other outgoings, which again, slightly disappointing in a way, but we found a way to turn our frown upside down. Philip Franke, who came in our very first youth intake, he has gone out on loan to our affiliate, Stuttgarter Kickers. I almost couldn't say that quite well. He's actually starting to show a little bit of promise and improvement, so maybe this was the right move for him. He's kind of flatlined a little bit on his development, which I can't show you now because, well, he's at Stuttgart. So when he comes back, we will take a look to see how he has done, although that may reset since he's no longer with us. Fantastic. Also sent out 17-year-old Christian Tiefenbrunner, another one of our youth prospects. Got a little time with us in the preseason, but he needs a lot more seasoning. Has some work that he needs to get done. He is also at Stuttgarter. Now for the ins. I forgot while we were doing the analysis video yesterday that we had already come to an agreement on a contract with Kai Brunker. So he is in permanently, $3,000 a week until 2027. So we've got him for another 2 years. Minus 3 games because he has not only been suspended from the red card he picked up in the season finale 2 episodes ago, but the FA gave him an additional 2-match ban. So we are not going to see him today. We went out and picked up another goalkeeper. David Mutter, even though on this list, in the comparison, he is showing up as higher. No faith in David Mutter, the now 20-year-old. So we went out and picked up Max Schreiber. We got him on a free, paying him $475 a week. Hopefully he sees absolutely no time whatsoever. We were hoping that we were going to be able to replace Tim Boss because he showed some lack of consistency, to say the least, toward the end of the season, even though he seems to be a consistent player. But we just could not get that done because there are only 2 goalkeepers of really any quality that are available that are from Saarland, and neither of them would even talk to us. Robin Zentner, 17-year-old, we picked him up off of FSV Frankfurt. This is one for the future. He is a central midfielder, could also play center back. It's got an okay amount of pace, great fitness. His jumping and heading are very good, and he's got a decent amount of strength. Strength is one of the things that we are severely lacking in this club. In fact, we had the lowest average strength of any club in the Zweite Bundesliga. Good with tackling. Marking could use a little bit of work. $675 a week, not a bad deal. We paid 62,000 euros for him. And Kamil Pietrzak, so I got him because he's 6'4" and he's strong. He was one of those guys that I signed just to add strength to the squad. If not this year, then in the future. He's on a youth contract. We picked him up from Offenbach. We're trying to get guys off of Saarbrücken, but that hasn't quite worked out. Now, Saarbrücken, just so you know, let's go to the competitions tab here for just 1 second. We'll go to the stages and the Dritte Liga. Saarbrücken last year was relegated out of the Dritte Liga. By the way, Hansa, Rostock, Osnabrück, and Jan Regensburg are back in the Zweite Bundesliga for next year. And coming down from the Bundesliga will be Bochum, Holstein Kiel, and St. Pauli. St. Pauli's had a terrible season. Their run in the Bundesliga is over. So we've been scouting. We've been looking for younger guys. And one that we absolutely love is Buhar Basiri. He is currently at Saarbrücken. We came to an agreement with the club. We cannot come to an agreement with the player. Every time we have reached out to him, he's like, all right, what are you going to promise me? And originally we came up with a promise, but he wanted a lot of money. So we're like, okay, we're going to sit on this. Now we can't figure out what level of playing time he expects to have. He's 17 years old. He's fine, but he would definitely be behind Manuel File. And honestly, Gabriel Darkhowie has been, even though it doesn't show it in the stars, he has been very good in the preseasons. We could not get him. As far as the, like I was talking about with the goalkeepers, actually, let me go to the short list here. So there's Florian Mueller, who is at Freiburg, making $23,000, has absolutely zero interest in joining us. He's playing in Bundesliga and enjoying it. Stefan Dryaka is at Dynamo Dresden, so he's at the same level, and for some reason he is happy and content playing for Dresden, but he needs us to be promoted. This is the same thing as last year. He needs us to be promoted into the Bundesliga before he would even consider coming with us. So we have stuck with some of our guns. We have tried to get rid of Zook. He did not accept a mutual termination. We have tried to sell a few players. As I mentioned before, Schnellbacher, if a club gives us like 1.4 million, he will go. So we are simplifying our system. We're trying something new, and it has been rather successful. We are going to be shoring up our defense. That was the weakest part of our club. And I think part of the issue we had is we were relying too much on our wingbacks for depth, and which meant that we were stretching the center backs, and we didn't have a ton of depth at center back. We only had like 4, maybe 5 guys that were rotating through the 3 positions. So we are going with a Sud 4-2. And it seems to be working so far. We've also been toying with a 4-3-3 version. It is Song of the Sud version 3.0. This one's okay. I like this much better. So we're going to start off. We've got ourselves a match. Our season is ready to begin. Now, we did a tour in Austria, and we played okay. Now, we were messing around. We started off with our regular system and got absolutely beat by Grasshoppers, but we kind of expected that. Then we took on Winterthur and lost to them again. This is using the 4-3-3. Zurich, 2-1. We kept it close, but just no cigar. Luzerne, we went down 4-0 using the 4-3-3. Then we switched for the second half to the 4-4-2. And it was fantastic. Dominik Martinovic with a hat trick to tie things up. And then, so we played a slightly lesser competition, except for Vitesse came to us and said, hey, you want to play a friendly? And we actually beat them. So we're starting off the season against Hansa Rostock, back in the Zweite Bundesliga for another year. And we are very excited to see them back. We helped see them off initially. Hendrik Zook, not passing a fitness test, fine. I don't care. He's not part of our lineup today. There are no suggestions to be made because we just set the lineup. So it is going to be Tim Boss in goal. A back 4 of Neubauer, Manu, Zickinger, and Fellhauer. Now, Zickinger has actually been playing the ball-winning midfielder role in preseason. Both he and Samishihina are 2 best options there. One of the reasons he has dropped back is not only is Kai Brücher out, but Rafael Adieli is suspended as well. Then we got Rochelt and Feil as our wings, Derholtz and Shaheen in the middle, and up front it's going to be Schnellbacher and Martinovic. On the bench, Max Schreiber, our new goalkeeper. Calogero Rizzuto, I really don't want to have to use him because, frankly, he has been rather leaky defensively, and that's been highly disappointing. Joshua Mies also has been very good on the wings. He'll probably be backing up Rochelt in this one. Angelo Stavridis could do the same, or he could play striker. Lucas Kieran has seen a lot of action in the midfield. Daniel Boll is still here. He's Lucas Kieran at center back. Daniel Boll in the midfield. Drakawi, as we mentioned, has been excellent on the right side. Holmes is going to be here. Probably not going to get a ton of playing time. We're going to make him available for the U19s if he's still possible to play. He is 19, and Lars Gindorf has been playing this DLP role a bit as well. So we are going to submit the team. We need to give a number to Max Schreiber. And good backup goalie number 39, in my opinion. So we are set to go, and this is probably going to be slightly on the long side as far as episodes go, because we had a lot of stuff to cover before. So not as much transfer business as I would have expected. Now, maybe if we get off to a tremendous start to the year, we perhaps might be able to attract a slightly higher caliber of player. But even though we're entering our third season in the Zweite Bundesliga, good ball around the side, but Schnellbacher can't quite catch up to it. Even though we are in our third season in the second tier, our reputation still hasn't caught up, and this is an issue that we have seen with Football Manager for years and years and years and years. Well, not me. I've only been playing since FM23, but I've heard from people it's been years and years and years and years. Come on, great defensive play. One of the things I've noticed in the system that we are using right now is our center backs are doing a much better job of tracking back. So balls over the top, balls through, they are catching up to just a little bit more. Rostock in on goal. Boss is able to handle that one. It's going to be a corner for Hansa Rostock. No score now. We are just about 11 minutes into this match, and Rossapal is going to take it, looking for Novoa. Schnellbacher steps in front of that, carrying it forward. Oh, he doesn't really have a ton of speed, so he's taken out a very cynical foul by Novoa. That's going to earn him a yellow card. Schnellbacher should be okay, and we are ready to get things started. Manu up, Samir Shaheen closed down pretty quickly, back for Manu. Luca Derholz has a man on his back. Neubauer along the far side, back for Manu. As we look to move it, it's a much more possession-based tactic, and that's what we're really going for. Holding on to the ball, taking our time, not making bad mistakes, file around the side. Scott Martinovic into the box. He has that swept away, and that is going to be called for a penalty, my friends. And Martinovic picked up quite a number, as we saw in the analysis video. We saw that he picked up a number of fouls. This is no different, and I believe it's going to be him stepping up to take the penalty, and it could be the first goal of the season for ELVERSBERG, and it's Luca Derholz, and he shoots and scores. ELVERSBERG 1, Hansa Rostock 0, and the patience and determination is certainly going to be paying off as we move forward through this season. Just our first shot on goal. So we do absorb a bit of pressure, and it makes me a bit nervous when we do, especially on these recycled corners and final third throw-ins. But I mean, look how our back four just kind of stays nice and steady. Nice shot, nice block. We're blocking a lot of shots now. They're not getting great opportunities, and we are really holding our own. Obviously, we're beating them in the XG because of the penalty, but 5 shots on goal, 0.58 for the XG. So they're able to kind of get into our area, but we're doing a better job of not just keeping them out of the box, but when they are in the box, just not giving them the greatest opportunities, not allowing for those sitters. Rosapal is out wide, side angle, and great defensive play once again. I think that's Manu getting in the way of that one, giving Hansa Rostock a corner, but being aggressive on defense without making too many mistakes. Now, we do have our backline stepping up as well, doing a little offside trapping, if, as it were. Kinsumbi to send it in. Looking back post, he finds Husing, who cannot put it on target. Side netting out for a ELVERSBERG goal kick. Now, you see that the possession numbers are definitely going our way. The highlights, however, are not. Ryan missing wide on that free kick from a pretty dangerous position. Here we go again. Martinovic into the middle. Intercepted, though, by Banger. Sechelman sends it back up. Banger moving to his right. Novoa on that yellow card that he picked up, fouling Schnellbacher earlier on in the match. Sechelman up. Ingelsson looking for Naderi. Now, he was able to get an angle in on Manu, but took a rather low percentage shot. If he had taken a touch into the box, he might have been able to put one past Boss. Rochelt looking to clear. Doesn't do a very good job with it. Banger is there. Yannick Rochelt, we were talking about him moving on because we didn't have a space for him. Well, we do now. He's not in a really attacking position, but he's not in a really defensive one either. We've got him in that winger role on support. On the right side, we've got the wide midfielder going on, which is currently Manuel File. But also, I cannot say enough, Darkowy has really been excellent. So File is on not a short leash, but if there are cracks in the defense, Naderi trying a back heel shot. What on earth was that? So if File's not really getting the job done, I think Darkowy is definitely my top choice to go there. And he's currently on a 6-7. He's kind of like fair to Midland right now. Hasn't really seen a ton of action, and he's a bit knackered. So maybe we'll definitely see Darkowy in there. Martinovic gets to this one, puts it in the middle, but it's too close to Kolka. He's going to sweep that one up and look to send it. 2 minutes of stoppage time here in the first half. Rossipol as Hansa Rostock looking to try to find an equalizer before we hit the half. Benger out wide, trying to move around his man. Staying with him is Rochelt. Back for Boder. Gets a step on his defender. Ryan almost picked off. Kimasabi and Ingelsson missing wide. I think he was off. No, he wasn't. He was on, but it looked like he was offside. Definitely very solid, increasing play that we saw from Hansa Rostock. Now, keep in mind, one of the things that we are doing with this tactic, we are going to get Darkowy in there. One of the things with this tactic is we are on a balanced mentality. I find when we do go to a more positive, we do get some more scoring opportunities. I'm not sure if I want to do that with the 1-0 lead. But the only thing better than a 1-0 lead is a 2-0 lead, isn't it? So let's see what happens here. Great play by Shaheen. Winning that ball around the edge of the box. And Fellhauer looking to gain control. Ingelson's going to throw it in. Tries to find Kinsambi. He's got 2 men around him. Schnellbacher getting in the way, but Ingelsson gets it back. Kinsambi moves around his man, takes the shot, and beats boss Christian Kinsambi. His first goal of the year, and is right after I went to the positive mentality. I don't know if that made a difference. I don't know if the mentality changed, but Kinsabi doing a great job of just finding a seam. Manu a little late on getting over to cut him off. And Hansa Rostock, frankly, dominating in this match at the moment. We absolutely need to do better. Sami Shaheen on a yellow card. That's a bit dangerous. I am a little bit concerned as we move into the final 30 minutes of this match. Ingelsson getting it back from Kinsabi. Lots of yellow cards on the Hansa Rostock roster right now. Rossipol up to Ryan, looking to pivot it forward to Boder. Benger to Novoa. I mean, don't let him in that space, guys. Novoa once again. We're not doing a lot of pressing. The idea is to not get our team caught out of position. Novoa feeds Kinsambi into the middle. Naderi. Oh my God, Ryan Don Naderi just holds off his man. Great form, great strength. And it's ELVERSBERG 1, Hansa Rostock 2. And all of the things I've been saying that we've been doing so well, that's all kind of gone to crap, isn't it? Gonna go a bit more attacking. I don't really know. Oh, Fellhauer clearing it too far in front of Darkowy. Kinsambi gets it back. Darkowy with a tackle, but Rossipol in control. Singh, and in fact, Hansa Rostock right now is in control. Shaheen sweeping it away, but it comes to Benger off of the crossbar, beating Boss, and that will be out for a corner kick. Oh boy, oh boy. Who is available? Yannick Rochelt. Sorry, you are not doing it. Joshua Mies is coming in. Schnellbacher's feeling a little nervous. We'll try out Stavridis. He has not been great, if we're being perfectly honest with each other. Let's bring Zickinger up and Lucas Kieran on the back line. Triple change for ELVERSBERG with just over 23 minutes to go. Great clearance by Mies. Already paying dividends, but we are being massively out. And oh my lord. Dominic Martinovic just picked up an injury. I guess Lars Ginsdorf, you win. Yeah, that's not ideal, my friends. That is definitely not ideal because we are most assuredly down at least 2 strikers now at the moment. Hopefully it is not a long-term thing, but a red injury where player has to come off like right away. Yeah, that's not great. Fellhauer in for Derkawi. Fellhauer looking for Mies. Cleared away. Neubauer collects it, takes it deep. Neubauer centers it. It's off the goalkeeper, Derkawi. Stavridis has it, lays it back. Zickinger. Derholtz back to the goal. Neubauer. Can he find a man? No, he drops it back to Manu. Don't end the highlight. Neubauer feeds Gindorf. Gindorf is in. Is he onside? What just had he was not. He was offside. That's why everybody just stopped. Yeah, forget the goal line technology. That is the most worthless feature in Football Manager, in my opinion. Nouveau in control. Still 7 minutes of regular time plus whatever gets added on, and it is not looking like we are going to be doing very much. Kinsabi over the top. Oh, my word. How did he score that? Second goal of the season for Kinsabi. ELVERSBERG 1, Hansa Rostock 3. And not surprising, we are not getting off to a very good start this season. Yep, just picked out over the top. That, not great. Let's go to the 4-3-3. Do that and that. Nope. Yes. No. Yes. Mies, Derkawi, Stavridis. Try the 4-3-3, see how it goes. I do want to go attacking. We'll confirm those changes. I mean, we've picked up a couple of extra shots, but only the one on target is once again our major malfunction in this team. Great job by Mies. Zickinger looking to move it forward. Gindorf. Mies up the side, gets past one man. He's got some dribbling to do. Neubauer. We have the team set to dribble less because we were dribbling in the cul-de-sacs quite a bit last year, hoping to avoid that. I would like some forward movement, please. Derholtz over the top. He's got Mies left wing, and there's full time. Not even giving us an opportunity to get one back. 3-1. Laying into the team after the first match is never fun, and we are in the relegation zone for now, sitting in 17th place. There is a ton of football left to play. Darmstadt is next. We've got our first round of the DFB Pokal. Not sure when we are coming back. I'm thinking about trying to pare down the number of episodes we do for this season while we are still here in the Zweite Bundesliga, while we're looking to continue to build and make our facilities better. Oh, one thing. It isn't reflecting here. But so we asked for better youth recruitment and better academy coaching. And the board said no. In fact, they said, hell no, get out of here. And I was very upset about that. I'm trying to find, where's the board? Where's the board stuff? There it is. So improve the youth recruitment. They did it. See, originally they rejected that and the junior coaching budget. Then a couple of weeks later, they were like, hey, we have a great idea. Why don't we improve our youth recruitment? And I had to go, that sounds swell, boss. Anyway, we hope to catch up with you next time. Hopefully we are in a better position. Got a bunch of games off camera as we get season 3 underway. And it's only uphill from here, right? God, I hope so. If you enjoyed that, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you next time. Till then, bye-bye.